Hello and welcome to another edition of Teacher Talk Second Grade. All right, friends, today's gonna be kind of a special video. This is gonna be in response to a couple of requests. The first one is by Kristen, who is asking me about the guided reading level. And Kristen, this is the guiding reading level sheet. I'm gonna walk you through it. So on all of my videos, all of my books, I have all these levels. I talk about them on my videos if you're familiar with this channel. I'm gonna walk you through everything from the A books all the way up through, well, 5th grade-ish. I didn't have any that went past about level T, but we'll kind of take a look at them and I'll tell you where to read those with a grain of salt, if you will, and how the graphic novels and fiction versus nonfiction, some of them kind of play around on the levels a little bit. But anyway, we'll walk through that. First though, I have another viewer who I know watches my channel a lot, and his name is Tucker. He's got a channel named Smush. There it is right there. Hey, check him out. He's only got a couple videos up there. You better get it together though, Tucker. See if you can get a video a week, all right? We'll see if we can send you some people your way. But I watched a couple of his videos. Seems like a really nice kid, so hope things work out for your channel. All right, Tucker. Take care, man. Have fun listening to these videos. All right, so let's get back to leveling. So here's our leveling sheet right here. You can kind of see in kindergarten, that's gonna be levels A, B, C. And I have some of these books here, and if you do have a youngster, I know Kristen you don't, so I'll ask you to be patient here in the beginning. And you can see, I mean, it just can't get any more basic, right? And all they're gonna do is change one word on each page, right? Hello shell, hello crab, hello goal, hello sail. And it just barely and very gradually increases. We'll jump up here to a C. And now they'll start changing a couple words on each page. And they'll also add in some more words, obviously, with a little bit more text. And here's an F book. Let's see what we get when we jump all the way up to the F. So this is a great series. This is what I've used to teach my own kids how to read. And this is all through Scholastic. I believe you can get these on Amazon too. And not that I really, have any pull on which one you do, or however you want to come up with these books. That's just been the most successful way for me to buy my books for my classroom and for my own personal use. I've got 3 kids and teach them all how to read, or their different levels. So anyway, these series right here, a great way to do it. And now that we have so much in our nonfiction, thank the Common Core for that. And it really makes it a lot of fun, especially my boy really would much rather read the nonfiction versus the fiction. All right, let's keep going. As I say that, by the way, here's his favorite book series towards the beginning of 2nd grade, Ricky Ricotta's Mighty Robot, obviously fiction. And this guiding reading level, I just got this book in. This guy's an L, and if you have someone who is at the end of 2nd grade reading level or a end of 1st grade, beginning 2nd grade reading level, boy, that's a great book series. So let's take a look here. So 1st grade is D, E, F, G, H, I. So boy, they tackle a lot of levels. So when you talk about learning how to read in 1st grade, there it is right there. A lot of levels there for 1st grade levels. By the way, this is the one that I personally use. This is our BAS, kind of our pretty fancy and in-depth testing that we use in the classroom. And I'll show you and explain how I get these levels, and also how I can give you an informal way to test your own kids and kind of see what level they're at. But there's some other reading recovery levels, some other levels as well, that this is kind of a cross-reference page. So on some of the books, they're starting to give you guided reading levels on the back. Of course, this one I grabbed does not. But some of the Fly Guys, some of the other ones do too. All right, let's keep rocking and rolling. So here's a level L, and just to give you a little bit of a look, level L, you're starting to get sort of a medium amount of words. The reason that this one is so popular, look at those pictures, look at those colors, right? Not too many words on the page, not too overwhelming. And from level L jumps up to M. Level M, Magic Treehouse, is a great starter chapter book, but it's a little bit too many words for my kids. So I found some other level M's that aren't as daunting for them. And again, their interests, like this is a book about video games. Well, I'd rather have them read about video games than play them all day long. So anyway, this is a nice series right here. I think there's about 6 or so books in this series. And it's just a nice way to make that level so it's not too daunting for the kids and they want to read it. So press start, very cool. And again, I think I got that one on Amazon. But if your kids or your teacher is doing Scholastic book orders, boy, that's a great way to go. It takes a lot longer to get your books, but they're a lot less expensive. All right, let's keep on moving up. We're gonna jump into some level P books. So if we go back over here, right, level P. So now, well, I kind of jumped here. So second grade starts level J. So J, K, L, M. And for a lot of schools, including the one I'm at, they actually moved J down to first grade. So second grade really starts K. But I guess that doesn't really matter a whole lot. But by the end of second grade, your students should be able to read a level M book, and they should be able to read it pretty fluently. So if you're familiar with Magic Treehouse, that's always my big tester ones. I tell parents, if your student's gonna be ready for third grade, they need to be able to read a Magic Treehouse pretty fluently. At least that would put them at the grade level expectation for going into third grade. So if they're not quite at that level and that they're those first grade books, Fly Guy is awesome. Fun, exciting. My Reluctant Readers really, really love that book series. So if you're not familiar with it, it is just a funny, fun way. And I apologize, I know I'm kind of jumping around here on the levels a little bit, but I'm gonna keep pushing through here. So let's get back on task over here. So into like these level M's, and then we jump up here. So let's go back. Hopefully this isn't too shaky for you. But as we exit second grade and go into third grade, now we're into N, O, P. So these books here are great ones. Who Would Win book series, which is a fantastic book series. What a great way to bring nonfiction to life. Basically, these two characters, or I'm sorry, these two creatures are gonna battle each other, jaguar versus skunk. You're gonna learn all about the jaguar, you're gonna learn all about the skunk, and then you make predictions on which one you think would win based on the evidence that you've built. And they have all these different kind of battles, and then some of them are these like ultimate jungle rumbles and ocean rumbles where there's a whole bunch of creatures, like 16 of them that get together and they battle it out and kind of do a bracket style. It's just fun. It's a really great way to bring that nonfiction to life. So jumping over to Captain Underpants, I put this one in here. This is actually one of the black and white ones, which if you're on a budget, hey, get this one. It's a good way to go. If you can afford to spend, I think it's about 10 bucks a book. They have these that are in hardcovered, in full color for the first 5 books, I believe it is, and that is the way to go if you can afford it. Get on Amazon, grab them off there. Again, I think they're on Scholastic about the same price for this particular series. But Captain Underpants and Dave Pilkey, absolute genius, this guy. So especially if you have boys, reluctant readers, not reading a whole lot, give them these books. I promise you, they will be reading them left and right. You won't be able to pull them out of their hands. Or at least that's the case that I have found with my own kids and students. By the way, if you haven't hit subscribe to this channel yet, please do so. And what you'll see is I have a whole bunch of Captain Underpants book series. I've got all kinds of Who Would Win book series books, and I walk you through all these pages too, so go check it out. All right, let's keep moving on here. And then Kristen, you know, for you and your kids are a little bit older, so we're getting into 4th grade here, going into the Q, R, S level, and then I'll just kind of show you, right? 5th grade is level T, U, V, and 6th grade starts from W and goes basically, well, I was gonna say through the alphabet, but that's not true. So 6th grade is WX, 7th and 8th is Y, and above that is Z. But again, take this with a little bit of a grain of salt. Some of these books aren't always equal. And what I mean by that is I've seen some books that were like level P that were the graphic novels, and a lot of my kids who are like M readers could tackle those books and read them pretty successfully with just a little bit of help. And also the level M, especially that Magic Treehouse, that's a solid, pretty hard level M. So the basic way to test your kiddo, by the way, and you want to see if they can read a book or not, is have them read the book. He is smart. He can say my name, listen. All right, if they're reading it that fluently, move on to the next level. And you can kind of just move up book levels a little bit and kind of see where they're at. But if they are struggling, this page right here does not have a whole lot of words on it. If they're struggling, and I mean by struggling, if they have to like slow way down and sound out words, I'm gonna say that one counts as a word they had to struggle on. So, and then also the ones that they just completely miss altogether. But if they're missing like 3 words on a page that has this few of words on it, that book's too hard for them. And they might be able to fight through it, and they're probably going to say they want to read it because they see their big brothers or big sisters or peers that are reading these books. But really, that's when they need to put away, come down to a lower level, and find that book that they can read and maybe struggle on like one word per page. What happens is it really, really builds their confidence, and then when they do get to those higher levels, they're not just picture walking or fake reading is what I call it in my classroom. But I have a lot of success in my classroom getting readers to move up levels by giving them books that they're interested in, which you can see here. And then I am very, very strict that they read books that are at their independent level, meaning they can read it without any help from me, only struggling on 1 or 2 words a page. And then they read like crazy and can move up those levels. So a couple more book series, Bad Kitty. This is a really good one, fictional obviously, but it's funny. The girls in my class, 8-year-olds, absolutely love this book, and I see it a lot in the 3rd grade classrooms as well. And this kind of starts at that level P, as you can see up here, and goes through T. These books are pretty quick reads. There's not that many words on each page. It's just funny, you know. I'll hear the kids, the classroom's quiet, and some of the kids will be laughing. And it's either Bad Kitty they're laughing at, or Captain Underpants they're laughing at, or, you know, it's fun to have books that, well, bring that lightness and humor to reading. You know, it shouldn't be boring. So anyway, Bad Kitty's a really good one. And again, the boys like it, the girls absolutely love it. Jumping across into more nonfiction, this one's a little bit of a blend. This has been a big hit in my classroom for my higher readers this year. So I have a school and a classroom where I have a lot of high readers in 2nd grade. A lot of them are reading up at these levels. And I Survived is an awesome book series. I would give this one a little bit of a warning. This is a nonfiction, kind of in a, well, it's sort of a blend. Basically, it's characters that go back in time to these historical events, and then they basically sort of live through these events. And so they are learning the details of what happened during these often tragedies and really scary situations. So make sure your reader, make sure your student is someone who can handle that maturity-wise and age-wise, age-appropriate. But let's take a look. You know, you can see here San Francisco earthquake 1906, the shark attacks of 1916, the Joplin tornado, the sinking of the Titanic. There is September 11th, obviously, the Battle of Gettysburg, eruption of Mount St. Helen, 1980. It's Saturdays, so my tongue doesn't work quite as well on Saturdays. Japanese tsunami of 2011. So you get the idea here, but boy, this is a really good one. So I was thinking of your kids, Kristen, and if they're at these higher levels, I'm not sure if you guys know this book series or not, but this is a good one, and these are pretty solid chapter books here. So if this is something your kids get into, this is one that kids either just kind of absolutely love it or they have no interest whatsoever. But especially some of my boys and some of the 3rd and 4th grade boys at the school I work at that I work with absolutely love these books and are reading them, rereading them, doing reports on them, and a really cool series. All right, friends, I hope this helped you out. I'll give you one more shot at this guy here and kind of show you how this works right here. So there's our guided reading levels. Go check out Tucker on Smoosh. Hopefully I'm saying that right for you, Tucker. And I hope you guys are enjoying these videos out there. All right, friends, if you haven't hit subscribe, hey, help me out. I'm coming up on 1,000 subscribers. That's big time for me. I know I'm just a little guy here, but I'd really love to get up to there. So if you haven't helped me out, please do so now. All right, friends, see you later.